make the same mistake again. IPF officers, in spite of competence and efficiency, cannot have the advantage of expertise that the insider has. This is the truth. The harshest comments came from the report in December 2018 by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs, chaired by Mr. Chidambaram. Very, very stringent comments. What does it say? The CAPFs have come of age. However, neither short of experience nor short of numbers. No more than 25% posts should be reserved for officers coming on deputation, and there should be no reservation of posts of Director General in any CAPF, and officers of CAPF should be given equal opportunity to reach the topmost ranks. In spite of all these experts, in spite of all these reports, what does this government do? First, the central government even refused to recognize that the CAPF was an organized Group A service, which is commonly known as OGAS. They said, you're not an OGAS. CAPF officers went to the Delhi High Court. In 2015, the High Court ruled in their favor, and they said very clearly that the 5 CAPF, which is the CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB, and CISF, are definitely part of OGAS and entitled to 6th Pay Commission, non-functional financial upgradation. Government, what did it do? It didn't listen. It went to appeal in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court 2019, bench of Rohinton Nariman and M.R. Shah, February 2019, upheld the Delhi High Court judgment and said that, told the government, please grant non-functional financial upgradation and regard them as organized Group A services. The court said the government is doing U-turns. What is applicable to all Group A central services must be applicable to CAPF. You cannot deny them. The 2019 order also said that start their career review immediately and finish by 30th June 2019. It gave a set deadline. After this, what happened? The cabinet met in July. Narendra Modi ji chaired the cabinet, met in July 2019 and said, all right, we'll pay you. They agreed to the financial part of it, which was the non-functional financial upgradation, but they did nothing about the cadre review and amending the service rules and stopping the deputation. They did nothing. Then in 2024, another batch of petitions were filed from BSF, CISF, other CAPFs, filed saying that you have been declared OGAS for all purposes, not just financial. So why are consequential steps like cadre review and restructuring not being done? Finally, on May 23rd, 2025, just listen to the saga. Listen to this 13-year saga. Sun lo ye kahani. Sabko sunna hai ye kahani. 13 years. May 23rd, 2025, Supreme Court bench of Justice Oak and Justice Bhuiya gave an order in favor of the CAPF. I have the order here, section 45. Says very clearly, amend the service recruitment rules with all consequential benefits after hearing CAPF officers within 6 months. Complete the cadre review, which was due in 2021, within 6 months. Phase out deputation posts up to IG, SAG level within 2 years. What does your government do? Does it listen? No. Immediately goes for a review petition. Who are you fighting? You're fighting the 13,000 officers who fight and die for our country. Is this the battle you should be picking? The MHA's review petition was dismissed by the Chief Justice in October. Chief Justice Surya Kant dismissed it. The judgment is final and binding. Yet, neither directive has been complied. A contempt petition has been filed against the MHA in January. Hearings were held in February and March. Additional Solicitor General of the Government of India stands up and says, no, we are considering legislative alternatives. Now, what is this great legislative alternative? These 4 pages I hold in my hand, this bill. This is the legislative alternative. It is not even worth the paper it is printed on. Do you know why? I'm going to read out clause 3. Clause 3 of this bill says, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being in force, any judgment, decree, or any order issued from time to time, the central government may, by notification, make rules to provide for the method, manner, and mode of recruitment, including promotion and deputation, and such rules shall provide for 50% of the post to be filled by deputation in the rank of IG, minimum of 67% of the post to be filled in deputation in the rank of ADG, and all the DG and the special DG posts shall be done by deputation. Now, I think the law ministry of this government has gone to sleep. You know, it's been a long winter. It's still not summer yet in Delhi. I think they're still hibernating. They need to come out of hibernation. Why? Because you are not even saying this in the actual act, in the bill which will become an act. You're not saying it. You are saying you will bring in rules. I think the law ministry has not even considered that on October 29, 2025, the Supreme Court gave a very big judgment. Justice Dipankar Datta and Justice Augustine George Massey gave a judgment which said that legislature cannot override court judgment. It can only cure defects forming its basis through valid amendments. So if it is settled principle in law that even an act cannot override a judgment, you are trying to bring in rules that will override a judgment. And not only a judgment that has withstood a review. That's the kind of judgment you're trying to bring in. So you are following a path that is morally reprehensible but legally fallacious. You're bound to be struck down in the court. The state is killing officer morale with structural stagnation, and then you're expecting battlefield excellence. Look at the numbers. 438 suicides among CAPF personnel in the last 3 years. That's nearly 150 suicides on average per year. 300% increase in fratricides in CAPF personnel in just 1 year, 24 to 25. 50% increase in resignations among CAPF personnel between 2014 and 2025. In the statement of objects and reasons in this bill, which is on the last page, you're saying, for ensuring close coordination between the union and the states for effective operational functioning, it is essential to maintain the existing system of deputation of the IPS in the CAPF. Now, with due respect, sir, this is completely false. Actually, this IPS deputation in the CAPF is being weaponized against the opposition during the time of election. In Bengal, what have you done today? You've removed all Bengal cadre IPS officers. You have shifted every single state cadre police officer. Why? Because you are saying they are agents of Trinamool. Fine, they are agents of Trinamool. But what have you done? What have you done is you have brought in IPS officers from every BJP-ruled state to control the CAPF in Bengal. Let me give you one example. In Bengal today, there are 2,500 CAPF companies. That's 2.5 lakh soldiers on the ground being controlled by one key player, Shalabh Mathur, IG rank officer, 2006 batch, UP cadre. He only joined the CRPF on deputation in January, 2 months ago. And he is already there in the Bengal polls. His wife is posted as Joint Director, Central Intelligence Bureau. In Calcutta, Manipur cadre IPS. Another backed up duo, Ashish Bharti, Swapna Meshram, both IPS DIGs, 2011 Bihar cadre, recently joined CRPF, posted to Bengal. Now, why suddenly post two husband-wife duos with no experience in Bengal who have just joined CRPF?
Make it brief, kindly conclude. Your time.
I've got 1 minute more, sir. Now, last Sunday in Leh, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Shri Surya Kantji, told us that the nation must never place its soldiers in the position of fighting two battles at once. One at the frontier and another at home for what is lawfully theirs. This is the Chief Justice of India saying this. Now, instead of improving working conditions, improving equipment, improving food, improving acclimatization, pensions, making sure that their children get, when they are transferred, their children get admission into Kendriya Vidyalayas, what is the government doing? It is hell-bent on demoralizing and destroying the careers of 13,000 CAPF officers and the morale of the 10 lakh strong force they lack. I have got 1 minute more, sir. I'm the only speaker, please. 1 minute more, sir. I have 1 minute more, sir. I have 1 minute more. The Home Minister knows he is wrong. Yesterday, he did not come to the Rajya Sabha. Today, his deputy has stood here to bring this bill into this house. We, the Trinamool Congress, are not going to sit back while you play political games over our brave forces. Please send this bill to a select committee to deliberate on it. India has one rallying call. Sir, one last line. India has one rallying call. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. This government has already got the inglorious record of bringing in the shameful farm laws and was forced to backtrack by our Kisans. Don't make the same mistake again. Don't make the same mistake again. Our Jawans have won every battle on the ground and in the courts, and they will defeat you again. Jai Hind Ki Sena.